Hello everyone, I am Anju Yadav. I am going to teach you English literature of class 3rd, lesson number 1, and the chapter name is Noe Saves a Whale. Noe and his father lived on an island. Their house was very close to the sea. Noe's father was a fisherman. Every day he left early for a long day's work on his fishing boat and came back home only after dark. So this is a story, Noe Saves a Whale. This is a story about a boy, Noe, who lived with his father on an island. What is an island? An island, it is a piece of land that is covered with water from all the four sides. Yes. So their house was very close to the sea, and his father was a fisherman. He used to do fishing. So early in the morning his father went for his work, and late at night he came back to home. One night a great storm raged around their house. In the morning Noe went down to the beach to see what had been left behind by the storm. As he walked along the seashore he spotted something in the distance. What is that? He asked himself. So what happened? One night there was a powerful violent storm. Yes. So this great storm raged around their house means there was a powerful storm that had arrived during the night. So early in the morning next day he went back to the beach and to see actually what had been left out behind by the storm. So as he walked along to the seashore he spotted something in the distance. What is that? He asked himself. He spotted something means he saw something lying there on the beach. When he got closer Noe could not believe his eyes. Oh my, that is a baby whale, he exclaimed. Means he just shouted very loudly with great surprise. Yes, so he could not believe his eyes actually what was there. So then as soon as he just went closer to that went closer, so he could just see a little whale was lying on the beach. It must have been washed up because of the storm, Noe thought. So then after seeing that baby whale Noe thought it must be washed up by the storm. He wondered what he could do to help that whale. He knew that it wasn't good for a whale to be out of the water, as it could not survive on land for long. So when he saw that baby whale lying on the beach he just thought ki what all things he could do to save that baby whale, as it is an marine mammal, so he need water to live. Yes, so he could not survive means he could not live without water on the land for long time. So just then Noe remembered something. He ran home and got a bucket. So once he must have read out in any of the books that if such things happen he should use water, he should take help of the water. So then he just went back to his home and bought and then got a bucket, and then he filled that bucket with the water from the sea and poured it over the whale. Yes, Noe had once read that if a whale is washed ashore, one should pour cold water on it. Now I must be quick, he thought. He ran home again and brought back his pull cart. With much difficulty he lifted the whale and then he put it in the cart. So then he thought कि अब मुझे देर नहीं करनी चाहिए, मुझे अब थोड़ा सा जल्दी करना चाहिए. So he again ran back to his home and then he brought back his pull cart. So then after bringing that pull cart there, he just with a lot of efforts, he used a lot of efforts to lift that whale and then put it in the cart. So once he was home he filled his bathtub with cold water and put the whale in it. So after lifting that baby whale in the pull cart, he just went back to his home and then he filled that bathtub with the full of water, and then he put that baby whale inside that, and then he said, I hope I have done enough to save the baby whale, Noe thought hopefully. So now he was wishing. Hope means wish. Wish. So I wish that I had done enough means मैंने अब बहुत कर दिया है baby whale को बचाने के लिए, means इतना कर दिया है कि baby whale बच सकता है. Yes. So Noe did everything to make the whale feel at home. So Noe ने जितना वो कर सकता था, so whatever he could do, he had done everything to make the whale feel comfortable at his home. He told the whole stories about about his life, how he lived with his father by the sea. So everything, each and everything he was telling about his life to the baby whale, as if he was the baby whale was listening that to boy. Yes. So but when it became dark and the night drew in, जैसे जैसे अंधेरा होता गया, means as soon as it was the time of the night, he was getting worried. No, he was getting worried. Why he was getting worried? Because he was thinking that his father would get angry for bringing that baby whale inside the house. So when his father returned, no, he did not tell him anything at first. Means at first, when his father came back to his home after the work, he never told anything to his father. He managed to keep his secret the whole evening. Means full evening he never told anything. He did not tell anything to his father. And when they both were having their supper, means when they both were having their dinner, so what did that boy did? He just managed to sneak in some supper for the whale. Means he wanted to keep some part of the dinner for the whale also to eat, but he knew he would not be able to keep his secret for long, and he was right. So Noe also knew that he would not be able to keep that secret for long. He could not hide that secret for long from his father. So after supper, Noe's father went upstairs and saw the whale. Then Noe had to tell his father everything, but his father wasn't angry. So Noe said, "Can we please keep the baby whale, father? It's the only friend I have now. I will take great care of it." So after having the dinner, Noe's father went into the room, and then what did he see? He saw a baby whale was there in the bathtub. So then Noe had to tell everything. Then he told everything to his father, but father was not angry. So as Noe saw that his father is not angry, he just asked his father's permission to please keep the baby whale at their home. So and he also said that it is the only friend that I am having here now. Please let us keep that baby whale at home. Yes. So then his father said, "Oh, I was also busy in my work, so I never realized that you are so lonely." Lonely means that you are alone at home and you are feeling unhappy, you are feeling sad. So I have been so busy, Noe. I never realized that you were so lonely, said Noe's father sadly. "I am so happy and proud of you for helping this little whale. But you see, Noe, it must be missing its family. We must take it back to the sea, to the place where it belongs," he added. So Noe's father said, "Ki I am feeling very proud of you, my child, but the reason is ki baby whale cannot live with us. It will not be very happy with us, as it will be happy with its own family. Yes, so we have to leave that baby whale with its family in the sea." So then after some moments, just Noe also got agreed, and then they both took that whale in the motorboat and they rowed out into the dark sea. Noe and his father put the whale in a motorboat and rowed out into the dark sea. Then they put the baby whale in the sea water. Noe knew it was the right thing to do, but it was very hard for him to say goodbye. Now they had just put that baby whale in the motorboat and they rowed out in the dark sea. Yes. So now then they put the whale back into the sea water. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने वो जो whale थी वो जो है उसको sea water में छोड़ दिया. Yes. So now Noe knew it was the right thing to do, but it was very hard for him to say goodbye. So now Noe just sad. He was very sad. He was very sad to leave that baby whale inside the sea, but at the other side he was just thinking it is good for the baby whale also, and he felt happy. He was glad that his father is with him as his friend. So then he left that baby whale in the sea. Noe often thought about the whale, storm whale, and wondered how big it would become one day. He hoped that soon one day he would see his friend again after leaving that baby whale in the sea. Noe just again and again what thoughts were coming in his mind. He was thinking that a storm that about that storm, he was thinking about the whale, he was thinking, and he was also thinking that after a few days or few years how big it would become, that whale, how big it would become. And he was hoping, he was wishing to meet that baby whale once again as his friend in the future. So hope you all have enjoyed this story, and what lesson you have learned from this chapter. That What we have learned that we should all when we get a chance to help others, we should help, even whether it is an animal or a human being, we should help. Okay, so thank you. Question answers and exercises we'll do in the next video. Thank you, children.